again, squaddies, welcome to this new series. This is the one I was talking about last week when I mentioned going kind of back to my roots with RTS playing when I finished the Necropolis series. This is Ancestors Legacy. It's kind of a combination of a few things. Well, actually, now that I think about it, it's not. It's a lot like, if you want to think about it this way, it has a lot of similarities to Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War, the first one, where you actually have a set base that you build up over time using resources, use that to build up your army. But at the same time, you also have squads. You have squads of soldiers. They gain experience, they get stronger as time goes on, and as they get more levels. Now, we're going to be doing the campaign for this. Now, you start off only with access to the Vikings, Kingdoms of the North. This is a historical game. This is based on actual historical events. The Viking tutorial the Viking campaign is the tutorial up until you get through level 4, chapter 4. This is the Viking invasion under Jarl Ulf Ironbeard of the attack on the monastery of Lindisfarne and one of the attacks on Northumbria. You also have access to Rurik, who is the second story. It's Vidar the nomadic Viking warrior accepted Pridbor's quest to become the royal envoy, made his way across the Baltic Sea. Weeks later, sightings of Viking ships proved Vidar's mission successful. Now, each campaign has about 5 chapters. I don't know why this one has an exclamation point. Oh, okay, it's because you can actually play the Teutonic Order. You can also play the Anglo-Saxons with Edward the Confessor, Harold II Godwinson, Rudolf I of Germany, of the Holy Roman Empire, the Teutonic Order. We also have the Slavs, which is the Kingdom of Poland, which is Misko I and Bolslav the Brave. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each campaign as much as I can. I'm not going to do Ulf Ironbeard because I've beaten his campaign up to chapter 5. I have not actually done chapter 5. I might do that as a finale, but we're going to start off with Rurik here. Now, this is on easy for one very simple reason. This game, it might just be me, but this game is rather difficult because you have to manage a lot of stuff. There are 3 resources. There's also morale. There's troop numbers in the unit. And heck, we'll just go on in and see I'll show you guys what I'm talking about.
In 860, Varangians were routed out from the Volgian territories by joint forces of Slavs and Krivichs. Despite their triumph, though, leaders of the tribes are unable to reach an understanding. Young and ambitious Pridbor, the leader of the Slavs, weaves a plot against popular and cold-headed Krivich Mstislav. Pridbor knows his forces are way too weak to take Mstislav head-on, and the young prince's plan is dependent upon help from a famous Nordic ruler, Rurik. In order to keep his plan low-key, Pridbor seeks help from me after I exiled into the wild, driven by my mysterious visions.
Guessing that's Vidar.
I was blessed with visions of the future that showed me Rurik's control of the Slavs' territory. Odin himself must have anointed the Nordic ruler, and thus I accepted Pridbor's quest. With the young prince's blessing, I took the role of a royal envoy and made my journey to the Baltic Sea.
Now,
weeks later, the sightings of the Viking ships proved my visions true. Rurik, accompanied by his brothers, sets his foot on the Varangian territory. His ambition? Headship of the Varangian tribes.
you get that nice little cutscene. There's something up with them. I think it might be my system, where they will stutter now and then, but they're actually not bad. So we know about Vidar, who is our narrator, I had to guess. Staraya Ladoga. I didn't actually see the year. Now, the textures are not super great, but that's just, again, the settings I've got it on. But, like I said, this is all based on historical events, so... Alright, what do we start with? Vidar. Now, you have quite a few things. our objective is finding Pridbor in the woods. Now, this right here is tall grass. You can hide in it. You can use it to launch ambushes. And to just hide from enemies. You'll notice a lot of abilities to the bottom right. So Vidar's got Redemption, moves ulti buffs, makes for a better fight, which you can only use in combat. I had to stay out of their sight radius, so excuse me for a moment. He's also got Holy Fury, which reduces the enemy effectiveness in combat. Change stance, you can be defensive or you can be aggressive on your stance. You can light a torch, which increases my sight radius but makes him more visible. Healing Camp, which can only be used if you're injured. Basically, your squad sits down and heals themselves. There's Pridbor. You also have Retreat, which it'll back them up and fight, or if you double tap it.
What news from Rurik? Will he help us?
Yes, he will arrive here in the morning.
Good. We shall await his arrival then.
We can't. Mstislav's army is way too strong right now. We should try to weaken it any way we can. We must find a way to gather more troops before Rurik's arrival.
If only my barracks were not under Mstislav's control right now.
These are your barracks. We will reclaim them tonight.
There's a day-night cycle, by the way.
Mstislav closed the main gate to the barracks. We won't be able to open it. There is another way around, to the north, but it is heavily guarded. I was forbidden to get anywhere near that gate. The only way we can get inside is to kill the guards there. Let's go. Hide, Vidar, quick. Someone's coming.
But like I was saying, if you double tap Retreat, your squad will automatically retreat all the way back to base, where you can heal them up and replenish their numbers.
What are you doing here? Nothing really. It's just me and my guards.
Right. I thought I heard some Viking scud roaming around. Oh well. Be safe, and call us if you see anything.
Tempting to just attack them from the back.
This camp here will be our safe spot if we need to patch our wounds or regroup. One more important thing, the resources. There should be plenty within the gourd. I can look around. Hear me out. They don't suspect anything. We can use it to our advantage. I can walk freely around the entire Ladoga, as long as I don't go near their barracks or attack anyone. But the moment they see you, Vidar, they are bound to lose their temper and attack right away. Over there.
Okay, so I can move Pridbor around without an issue. Let's go see. Alright, so there's supplies. Follow the trail. Okay, so I need to go that way. There's some iron. Could use that. But you have three resources. You have wood, food, and iron. You also technically have population, which is kind of its own thing. Okay, let's see. Can my spearmen go everywhere? You can also kind of hide in the trees. It's not quite as effective as hiding in the brush, like or the field like that. I'm not going to take a risk. I'm going to try and skirt around the squads. Use terrain to my advantage. Sneak Vidar. Into this. Almost looks like I could just walk straight through there. Okay, yeah, I think I can. I just cannot go here, I think. Now I'm going to zoom in a lot, because one thing you can do here that's kind of cool is you can actually zoom in and see the unit up close. It's pretty neat because you can actually sit there and watch these men fight to the death. It's kind of awesome in its own way. Alright, supplies picked up. Alright, let's see, he's got chase, heavy blows, where he fights with greater strength, healing camp of course, torches. Alright, I'm gonna take a risk here, send Vidar on the guards. You can also bandbox, and I'm gonna go into your control group here. Everybody into the brush. No, Vidar, I need you in there. This is going to be a longer mission just because of the fact that I have to be sneaky like this. Alright, I don't think... No, there are enemies on the trail. And not much in the way of hiding spots. Okay, let's see how far away they go. If I can get to the... Because you see, the thing is, like, this seems like their sight radius. It is, but it also isn't. Because if they're facing away, you don't see...
But this area isn't safe. If I get near the barracks, they will attack right away.
Everybody... Now, the cool thing here is I can actually move right up to these guys, and as long as I'm in here, they won't see me. Alright, now I gotta deal with these guys. There's another hiding spot around here that I can make use of, which I'm going to. Once these spearmen move back. Now the reason I said this kind of goes back to my roots as an RTS player is because one of the very first games I really got into, and one of the ones that helped inspire me to start doing YouTube stuff, is actually StarCraft 1. I never got very good at StarCraft. I mostly played the campaign and custom maps. Keep moving along, guys. There's no Vikings here. I don't know what you're talking about. You do also have the chance to upgrade, like these guys. The regular troops are actually probably the most one of the more interesting parts of this game. Because, like, for example, what you see over here, actually, I'm just going to pull this up. Spearmen have throw javelins, which I can't do yet because I don't have the upgrades. You can also do a defensive circle, which helps against cavalry. Defensive stance, of course, healing camp, torches. Then they have these. You have traps. You can do a muddy pit trap, which just basically makes it hard. They cannot retreat, and their stats are down. You can also do spike pits, which is a lot of good damage. Also have, of course, upgrades like armor. You have retreat, and you have dismiss squad, which I don't really want to do.
Let's go, fast.
Okay, now comes the part where I have to launch my attack. Actually, I'm going to upgrade to Warband Armor 2. So that these guys are as fully armored as I can get them. What I'm going to do next, I'm going to wait for this Spear Warband to retreat. Now, one thing I do wish is that these these little icons on the side, they need to be explained a little better, I will admit that. Like, I guess that this is cold, this is like hold your attacks, this is hidden, but I'm guessing at that, I don't know. Alright, once they're at least back here, I'll launch my attack. Or, you know what, that works.
Get them! They will all die before sunrise! Traitors! We will kill you all!
Okay, so now I stay hidden until the guards calm down. Because that got me through there. Right, now we're back here and we hit healing camp. My plan for this, by the way, is to basically do like 1, maybe 2 missions, depends on how long the missions go, but this one's probably going to be just 1. I'm actually tempted to sit. One other thing I'm tempted to do is to wait until these guys are away because I think they go up here. Yeah, they do. What I'm tempted to do is have my troops go over there and set a spike pit trap once they're gone, just to mess with them. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that just yet because that would probably piss the guards off. How long until they calm down is the question. Screw it. Do I have enough time to do this is the question. Oh yeah, I got plenty of time.
Finish the building. Do not delay.
I think that killed 9 enemies. And there are 3, 6, 8 of these guys. So there's a good chance that I just killed that squad. Now, you can actually have your troops search for traps. I don't know if they're doing that, but we'll find out. Come on. A little farther. And... ah, darn it, I missed it. Oh well. Nope. I got one of them. Question is, are they now going to follow the same patrol route and go like straight across that pit? Yep. Okay. Okay, so there's 3 units in there. Problem is, I don't have... actually, wait, I think Vidar might fit for the Axeman. You know what? We're going in. This is one of the big issues I always had as a RTS player. I'm not always the most... I can actually be frighteningly patient for some things, but then there's times like this where I just cannot be bothered. I outnumber the enemy. Let's actually zoom in on this so you can see the fight. You got Pridmore on the right there with his sword and shield fighting the spearmen and actually winning entirely on his own. Vidar leading this charge with the spearmen who are just stabbing away at the shield. Vidar is actually going to easily handle these guys on his own. I think Pridmore took out this entire half squad, like, because it's only half a squad, but... set that there. I'd like a shield warband, actually. I think I'm supposed to just recruit until I'm full, until I'm full up. Grab that wood, Vidar. Grab the iron. And yeah, you can also shift. You can also queue up orders, which is what I just did. Alright, so that should be 3 of each. Also, oh.
Bells! You found out already. It's too early. We might not make it.
I probably shouldn't have sent Vidar to do that.
My word. Stick with me. Defend the barracks before the rift arrives.
But we still have
have many hours until the morning. I hope we can stand this long.
Hey, as long as we have the ability to infinitely recruit troops from a barracks that never empties. Another spear. Quick heal. This is where you start to use tactics. So I'm going to send my spearmen up here, if they can get there in time. Set a defensive circle. Use that as a cover for my charge. They're smart what they do, just open this gate and come out from that side. But yes, you see we also have, for example, Pridbor here has leveled up, so we can click this. We get choice defensive, offensive, or speed. We're going to go offensive for this one. Zoom in here and watch Pridbor just go to town on these guys. Now, of course, heroes like Pridbor and Vidar are stronger than normal. But that also runs the risk of you can't replace them if they die, so don't let them. Not what I meant to do. In just a second, I'm going to have my troops retreat. Now you see that white bar that went down? What that means is that the troops are losing morale. Morale does not work the same way as it did in like the. Actually, it kind of does, as it did in Dawn of War 1. The troops will have trouble. Like, they will actually be much weaker if their morale breaks. So, for example, these guys, their morale's broken. Their melee attack, range attack, their attack speed, everything goes. As the morale goes down, they lose a lot of stats. Also, I just realized something. Okay, you can see range attack, fire rate, melee attack, melee defense, all of it's down.
This is not over yet. I know Mr. Slav. He will do anything he can to avenge his loss.
Quickly put up a spike trap right in the gate. That was actually a full squad this time. 3 of them. think we'd just be able to break down that gate and just go charging out, but nope. Okay, my morale is going down because I'm out of food. The plus side. Go defensive for that squad, because that was my first spear squad. Yeah, the sound is messing up a lot right now. I think it's just because this is a little too much stuff going on. Uh-oh.
Man, open this gate now! Vidar, I would personally lick your head off!
Quick! We have to defend the other entrance too!
Reason I ordered them to retreat. They'll be able to hold that for a little bit. Vidar, I want you to retreat as well. Those 3 squads should be able to hold that, so I'm going to actually reassign them to a different control group. Oh, actually that was a mistake. This is getting tough.
It is getting brighter. The dawn will be here soon.
Vidar, I need you to retreat. I don't think I can take on Mr. Slav. Okay, they're keeping him back. And Vidar, need you back up to the top. Vidar.
Those are roaster cars. Knew it.
Okay, good. Rorik's almost here. I have lost 2 squads, which is bad. I also don't have the resources to reinforce anymore, so Where's Pripor? Great, I just lost the last defenders up there, so... Okay, Rorik is actually attacking them from the rear, so...
Retreat! Everyone leave Ladoga now!
Okay. That was chaotic and crazy. Yeah, your troops will end up covered in blood. Ladoga has been regained. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed this. This is an interesting game because of the historical focus. Well, I'm going to keep playing this. I'm going to at least go through Rurik's campaign. And if you do enjoy it, please let me know. You can like or favorite the video, or actually I guess it's just like nowadays. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And if you want to keep up with me and never miss any of my current series, consider joining the squadron by subscribing to the channel. That does help me out. I really do appreciate it. But as for that, squaddies, I have been D. We're off to a good start here with Vidar the Wanderer. Until next time, good night, and good gaming.